Coming to Women Supporting Women Wednesdays. You know, we are here every Wednesday at 9:15 for Women Supporting Women Wednesday. Tonight we have a special guest, my Neo and my boo, Ashlie. What's going on, girl?
Hey, do the people know what a Neo is? They know
Oh,
what
you right. So my little sister in Delta. Okay, you right. Because people be like, hold on, what? I be having to remember, like, hold on, everybody don't know what that means. You right. So my little sister in Delta and my boo, tell everybody what you're doing. I know you have the fragrances going right now, and I know you've been wearing some different hats. And you fellow Eagle. So look, tell everybody what you're doing, what you got going on this beautiful Women Supporting Women Wednesday.
Well, I guess I can start with how people know me via social media.
Okay.
I am everything fragrance based. My nickname is Savy, so
Yes.
I don't even think people know my real name is Ashlie.
Right, I did, and I was like Ashlie.
Yeah, I don't think people know.
I was like
Savy or Savage, because that's my last name. But my Instagram handle is Savy Sent Me. My sister made that up.
I love it.
It's because I talk about fragrances, so that's my thing. I have a small black business called Savy Sent Me as well, where I sell sample, try before you buy 3 milliliter atomizers. So you can try 3 different fragrances for a small fee before you commit to the full bottle.
Wow. Wow, I love it. And what else are you doing? I know you a fellow Eagle, so I know what else you doing in the.
So I moved to the DMV area in 2017. So I've been up here for 4 years. It'll be 4 years actually, July 31st. But my personal life, I guess I am a college and career coordinator. So I help high school students navigate the whole college and career entry post-secondary process through high school, and that's my passion, that's my anointing. I love working with the kids. And that's also something I'm going to get into soon. I have 2 Instagrams. My kids know I call it my Finsta.
Right. Look, the friends Instagram is like, look, this is for everybody, you know.
It's my Finsta for the kids. Where I'll be starting to make creative content for them, so they'll get more pumped about going to college or joining any type of career-based organization once they graduate.
I love it. And you have the personality to talk to kids, to, you just really energetic. I've never seen you down. I've never seen you like, a bitch, pretty much. I've never seen you act like that. You know what I'm saying? You've always just had like a bubbly, friendly, loving personality, and people gravitate to that, especially kids. They go where they feel like they have that support and that love and that encouragement. And I think that's definitely in your realm, because your personality shines through. So I think I love it.
Yeah, I love it. My kids, once they graduate, I'll allow them to follow Savy Sent Me, just because
I know that's right.
Nothing but fragrances. And they actually bought stuff from me. So I'm grateful for them. But they get my personal cell phone. They call me like, Ashlie. I'm like, sis,
you can't call me that.
My friends don't even call me Ashlie.
Right.
Just because you graduated. So I think my personality definitely aids in both realms, whether it be my fragrance company or my 5 to 9, which is working with high school students.
I love it. So what's the fragrances of the week? What's the top fragrances this month? Tell me so I can go and get my.
What fragrance did I put on today? I put on Flower Bomb by Victor and Ross.
Okay.
That's like an old school. Everybody loves that. Everybody knows about it. It's simple, it's easy, everyday wear.
Right.
Yesterday, and this isn't one of my videos I made Sunday, one of the ones I get a lot of compliments on, that's Parfums de Marley Delina. So for all my fragrance heads that don't mind spending a coin, because it is a little pricey, you'll get a lot of compliments. Men love it, women love it. You can smell it from afar, and you smell like a bag.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna have to get that one from you. I'm gonna have to get you to look. You're gonna have to spell that out for me.
It's on the site. It's
okay.
On the site. So I think one of the great things about my business, it attracts people from all ranges. So if you are, I'm not going to say a boss, because you can be a boss and making however much money. But if you don't mind spending money on fragrances, I have a section called premium fragrances that are a little bit more than the designer or celebrity fragrances. And those are fragrances that cost $200 or more.
I got it.
And you can sample those for $15 in comparison to the designer or celebrity fragrances where you can get 3 for $22.
Got it. I got you. One of my fragrances that's been like my go-to is Byredo. I really like and Joe Malone. Those are two that's been my go-to. I love definitely Bond and
oh yeah. So people, she's talking about these niche fragrances, honey, because we know Ruth is a boss for real and she has a quant. So all these fragrances that people more, just throwing it out there in case you're interested.
She was like,
No, but Byredo, which one do you like by Byredo?
Ghost. It's a ghost one.
Mojave Ghost.
I think yep. It's like, I got like 3 or 4 of them. It's an Oliver Peoples limited edition that was my favorite. I think it's like a limited edition, so it's not like something you can just walk in the store and get. You might can find it on eBay, but it's real. Oh my god, like you can't really find it no more.
Yeah,
they made it. They did like a collaboration.
It was like a discontinued now.
It was like a limited edition. I found it in Miami years ago, and oh my god, it smells so good. Haven't seen it since.
Wow. So I think depending on the industry, like you are more engulfed in whatever industry you're in.
Right.
So just being in that fragrance world, people rave like, oh, well, they don't like to smell like everybody else.
Exactly.
So the fact that you have something that's limited edition, they've taken it off the market, like that's bomb.
Right. Listen, I don't want to smell like everybody. I'll be trying to have my own little, like
create memories.
Look, since single, I gotta smell good at all times.
Listen, at all times. So I have a video coming out this week, and it's like when is the appropriate time to wear a fragrance? Anyway,
oh wow!
To bed, to the mall, in the house by myself.
Right, when you want to smell
out the shower.
Exactly. I love it. And I know today you posted something and you were like the 4 no's of fragrances. So I know you said you don't spray and walk through it. Don't spray it on your. So tell me how you supposed to spray it on?
So I just spray my pressure points, and I overspray actually, but you spray anywhere because heat will magnify or amplify the fragrance. So anywhere that you have a pressure point, that's where you can spray.
Okay.
Depending on the color of the fragrance, you can spray it on your clothes.
Okay.
You can spray it on your like coat, scarves.
Okay.
Some girls do this. I don't do this. You can spray it in your hair, but there's alcohol in fragrances, and that shit doesn't go with my hair.
Exactly. Like I'm already blonde. I'm trying to say that way.
Right. So don't spray it in your hair.
Walk out the door, you be like, hold on, sis, what's going on? You got a bald spot.
Exactly. So that's not something that I do, but people spray behind their kneecaps.
Right. I've seen it. Okay. But you're not supposed to be doing all this.
Don't do that. Don't spray it in the air and walk through it. It's like friends.
Okay. She teaching us, y'all. Look, she getting us right. Okay.
I'm trying. Don't put it in the bathroom. One of my good girlfriends, she wrote me today and was like, why I can't put it in the bathroom? I
know all mine in the bathroom. What are they supposed to be?
You need to put them in, you can just put them in your room if you want to, or like a drawer. I have mine displayed in my room, but definitely not the bathroom or your car, because the heat fluctuates. And if it gets really, really hot, that kills your fragrance.
Got you.
So you don't want to store. I know it's cute to, have a little setup in the bathroom, but if you have it in the bathroom, I wouldn't put anything expensive in there.
Sheesh. Look. The good thing is my bathroom is pretty airy. So it's like really open. So it typically stays cool because it's like a sun window. So it stays cool most of the time. But yeah, I might have to move it. Figure it out. Look. So I know you doing this. I know you helping the kids when it comes to high school. What are you doing for Savy? What are you doing for yourself?
I really enjoy making content.
Okay.
I really enjoy that. That's something that I enjoy, and I'm trying to do that more, not just to get myself out, but I've always been a performer.
Okay.
Like my line name is Showtime. Hello, Showtime.
Right. I love it.
I was a dance girl in the band. I danced all through high school. Like, I'm a performer. I love that. Okay. And Instagram allows me at the tender age of 32.
what said. It's 32. I love it.
I feel like, girl, you're too old to be doing this stuff.
No, you're
but
not.
Like, I have fun doing it, and it allows
Exactly.
me to channel my younger self. So
Right.
I think that's important. I'm gonna always get my hair and my nails done. Like that's
Exactly.
a must.
Exactly.
And you know, I'm trying to get into this eyelash thing. I'm fine with, you know, my eyelashes by Asia Camille, Black owned. Look her up on Instagram.
That's good. Yes.
But I want to get my lashes done.
Yeah. Listen, I got big eyes. I'll be having to. I'll be like, Jessica, when can you fit me in? I just text. When can you fit me in?
When I want to say Jessica started her business around the time I was leaving North Carolina.
Okay.
Dang, because all her lashes look good.
Yes. Look, don't judge me right now. Look, I'm weak. I'm probably like a week overdue for a feel. But
honestly, I can't even tell. They look fine to me.
I don't do makeup that much, so it's like I just needed that little bit of enhancement to just, you know, still look cute.
I want to get my lashes done. All you need is a lash and a lip.
Yes. Make sure the eyebrows is tight and good. Keep pushing. Right. Look, what's up? Look, this is me every day. I put makeup on sometimes, but this is me every day. Okay.
I love a fresh face. Like that's sexy. It's beautiful. It's like, oh,
right. Right. Look, some of us could do that. Look, some of us could do that.
Right. I love it. So that's how I've been taking care of myself. And the last thing I'm trying to do, I have a trainer.
Okay.
I'm trying to lose some of this body.
Girl, you look good.
She's thick out here in these streets, and I need to lose some weight.
Okay. How about you thick in these streets? Well, you look good. I mean, I can't tell.
I appreciate. I can, but I appreciate it anyways.
We our worst critic. We beat ourselves up, and you know, especially during the summer, you know, we kind of feel like, okay, we supposed to be looking like this, and I think sometimes we get infatuated with social media. Don't make it no better because we see everything that everybody else is doing and what they look like, and half of them that had surgery. You know what I'm saying, including myself. You know what I'm saying.
Social media, I think, has killed everybody. Like,
right.
This is one girl I follow on Instagram. I can't recall her name, but it's a Black girl. She's chocolate. She's thick, and she's like, "Baby, wear your belly.
Oh yeah, I know who you talk about. She's African.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I follow her because she just gives me so much confidence.
Right.
To be me, like show my natural stretch marks. Hey, they're here.
Exactly.
What we're gonna do?
Self-love. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's something that, you know, we have to constantly encourage, you know, especially with you talking to high school students. We gotta encourage this next generation and the generations to come to love themselves, because I think we do so much body shaming and, you know, comparing ourselves to everybody else. And it's like, be you, baby. Like, it's nobody on this earth like you. You know, you have everything that you need inside of you. You just have to pull it out. You know, you are different for a reason. You know, we all have the things that make us who we are. And I think, you know, a lot of times with social media, we get so caught up in wanting to look like this. Everybody got the long lashes. Everybody got their booties. Because this past weekend we was in Atlanta, and so my daughter, Lyric is 12, so she's like, this girl had walked up to the front desk, and she was like, and I was like, her butt is real. I mean, her butt is fake. And Lyric was like, Mommy, it could be real. I was like, no, it's fake, baby.
It's fake.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want you to understand, like, it's okay for you not to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody feels like they got to have the hourglass figure and they got to look like this. And it's like, love who you are. If you really love I'm not saying it's okay to do some tucks and some tweaks, whatever you feel like you need to do. But when it gets overboard and you know, you're doing all this stuff to your face and you just look like, it's just like, come on, like, have a balance, you know? But definitely love on yourself and encourage, you know, that self-love, because, you know, you will look back at an old picture and be like, dang, I was looking good. And back then you were like, thought I didn't look, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. And it's like, no, we gotta stop that. We gotta really love who we are. And I think Alicia Keys put up a post maybe like a month ago about staring in the mirror for 7 minutes. And, you know, for those 7 minutes, telling yourself everything that you love about yourself. Not being distracted by a phone or anything, but really sitting and looking at yourself and saying, I love this about myself. I love this about myself. And the things that you don't like, do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym, whatever. Like you said, get a trainer, whatever it is you feel like you need to do. I fuss about my neck. I'm like, I work out 4 or 5 damn days a week. What's going on? Like, but you know what? That's me. And so I was like, like when I do laser hair removal, they do like the Botox and the different stuff. And they were like, well, you could just put some fillers and it'll eat it. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, I got to think about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I won't call no names, but somebody close to me got this lipo and it looked good.
See, that's what she said. She said lipo or this. See, that's what I'm saying. Especially in COVID, like we've been in front of the camera. I've been doing interviews. I've been on TV and doing all this stuff. And it's like, I'm my worst critic. And I'll be like, what?
I see that a lot. So one of my mottos with my kids, because granted, I have the title as a counselor. I'm an academic counselor, not social emotional.
Okay.
I always try to be the woman I didn't have.
Wow.
For my kids.
Wow.
And that role is so powerful for me because my kids really come in my office like, Miss Savage.
Right.
And they're telling me like their whole life stories. That's one of my kids. She just graduated. She wants to get her body done.
Wow.
And that's fine. If you want to do that,
right. You like that's what you want to do. Yeah.
But know why you're doing it. Are you
doing
it to fit in, or do you
exactly?
So I love playing that role for my kids. I didn't see what Alicia Keys posted in, but I think a lot of moms now. Granted, I'm not a mom yet, biologically, but a lot of moms are like feeding their kids. What's the word? Affirmations in the morning,
right?
Watching their kids repeat certain amazing words and phrases about them. So once they get older, they will have that strong mindset and not be easily swayed by what they may see on social media.
Exactly. Every day I tell my daughters, you're beautiful, you're amazing. And I make them recite, we do the Lord's Prayer, and I may be like, what's a leader and what's a follower? And they recite the definition of a leader.
I love it.
And what is what does it mean for a leader? What does a leader have to do? And they be like, a leader makes their own decisions and makes the best decision when no one else is looking. And they repeat that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need to live that. You need to understand. Yeah. If you can be a leader, then you can try your best to make all the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not gonna be perfect. No, yes, you're gonna stumble. But if you're a leader, you're not gonna follow and do stuff that other people tell you to do or want you to do. You're gonna do what you want to do.
That notion will never leave them. Even like you said, even if they do stumble or fumble, they can always get back up because they have that ingrained in them now. Like, I'm a leader. I was tripping just a minute ago. Let me get back in my bag.
Right. Exactly. And they don't gotta have a man to tell them that they're beautiful. They hear it from their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear it from mommy every day. You are beautiful. You don't need nobody to tell you. You don't need, self-gratification is great. But when you have a parent that's telling you you're beautiful, that you're amazing, you're smart, it builds that encouragement.
It hits different. Yeah, it hits different.
Mm-hmm. And
how is it being a mom to you have 12-year-old, she's a teenager. How is it being a mom in the era that we're in now where 12-year-olds sometimes look grown? How is that kind of keeping her grounded and still being 12?
I would definitely say I'm old. I'm in my 30s, but I'm such a old soul in a lot of ways. I don't really per se do a lot of whooping, but I do more so punishment and that type of thing. But I have a lot of conversations with them. We communicate about a lot. And I explain things to them. And sometimes, I'm like, look now, you know what? I can't be nice, mommy, today. You're gonna hear, sit your ass down. You're not do, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta get like that. It's like, look, you can't be nice, mommy, and it's okay. Nah, get it. Toughen up, buttercup. One day I told her, I was like, toughen up, buttercup. What's going on?
Exactly.
Well, I know they be like, this girl right here. But I just try my best to still be a friend, but still be a parent for sure. And I put the parent in front of the friend. And I tell them, if it's something you want to talk to me about, talk to me. I'm here. I say, mommy, please don't yell, because I'll be quick to yell. And mommy, please don't yell, but I want to tell you this. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? So that gets my attention to not go left, you know what I'm saying? Really focus on what she's trying to tell you, and really try to listen, because growing up without both of my parents, I really didn't have that voice. I had my aunts that I could call, but you don't really want to call them and tell them your stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I had, like you said, the person that you wanted is who you became. And so mom that I wanted, the leader that I wanted in my life is what I became. You know what I'm saying? And I really try to hone in on it every day and be mindful that I have somebody else's life in my hands, and I have the opportunity to mold them and shape them in a positive direction. And what I pour into them is what they're going to take out into society. And, I try to definitely lead with prayer and God. That's like been the foundation of my life, my entire life. So that's all I know. So I make that very clear. And I think that's really how I do it the most part. I got a great support system when it comes to like my oldest father, my oldest's father. Him and his wife are very supportive. So I have a village, you know what I'm saying? So that has been very helpful. But she definitely, she looks up to me. And so she's like, mommy, I want to, you're a great mom. And, we just talk. And so I think because of that, that definitely helps me be a better mom.
One thing I'll never forget, I heard Chastity Hinton. So if you're listening, I remember what your mama said. She told me one day, she is her daughter's best friend, but her daughter will never be her best friend. And at the time I was like, that don't even make sense.
Wow.
But as I have gotten older, my mom is my best friend.
Wow.
And she's able to have my back. And I think with you, like, you want your daughter to be able to come to you with anything. Yes. So exactly. How you're able to find that sweet spot between motherhood and friendship, right? You are her best friend, because I'm never going to lead you wrong.
Right. That's why I keep telling her all the time. Yes, your friends can tell you whatever, but I'm never, like, you came from me. I would never steer you in the wrong direction. And if you talk to me, I would rather, because I had brought up a conversation the other day and I was like, so what do you know about sex? And she was just like, mommy, can we please not talk about this?
But like, you need to hear that from me.
From me, right.
You hear from somebody in the street.
Exactly. And I'm like, she's in a private school, they talk about whatever. And I'm like, I want to make sure that you don't, and I, some girls are a little more faster than others. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And, I feel like some cultures are a little more faster than others. You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, I want to be the one to explain stuff to her. I don't want her to hear it from anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, I remember one day, it might have been like last year or the year before, one of the girls came to school with a book about periods. And she was like, mommy, what such and such came to book with? I said, she came to school with a book about what? Oh my God. Yeah, that conversation, like, oh my God.
Yeah, my mama gave me books about the body, all of that.
Wow.
All of that. But I will say this, working with high school students and just, I guess, I think I'm young. They tell me things that they don't tell their parents. Like, okay. I had a birds and the bees talk. A girl has told me, not a girl, one of my students, she told me she was pregnant before she told her mom. And me wanting to be a mom, I think that would kill me if my daughter or my son didn't feel comfortable enough to tell me things.
Right.
So I think it's great that you're starting those conversations with your child now, before they go out. And of course, I gave her great advice. I definitely started to tell her mom, right, and really like talk to her. But I would feel some type of way as a parent if my child went and spoke to somebody else about this.
Right. Right. It's definitely, it's definitely challenging. I know that she has, cousins. Excuse me, that's a little, that's, I'm older and she, she's looking at me like, that's my mom, you're old, mommy, whatever.
She don't even know her mama lit. She don't know your mama is the mom. People trying to be like your mom says. She don't even know.
Girl, I'll be like, Larry, Lord have mercy, child. Lord have mercy. She like, you just don't understand. And I'm like, yes, I do. I've been 12, but I was in a different situation. I didn't have neither of my parents. You know what I'm saying? You have both of your parents and bonus parents. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to encourage that and encourage her to know that outside of me, she does have a stepmom that's great. She does have a father that's great. You know what I'm saying? And, she has support and family and loved ones that do care about her. And so I'm like, you need to hone in on that and not focus on, your friends at school, because they probably ain't gonna even be your friends later. You know what I'm saying? So she's be looking at me like, girl, bye, whatever. And I'm like, okay, you gonna see.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
And let me know if this is too invasive.
No, go.
So I hear you saying that she has a bonus mom and, she definitely has that support system. How was that cultivating that relationship with I won't say the other woman because she's married, so you're
Mm-hmm.
definitely not another woman, but just introducing another mother-like figure into your family. How was that? And I'll tell you why in a second.
Listen, baby, this has not been a walk. This has been a walk. Me and her have been to pretty much ready to fight each other at some point. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. So, you know, I'm divorced from him. We're not together, and she's now married to him. So she don't really know what, you know what I'm saying, possibly transpired other than what was told to her.
Right.
And so I think that we both had different notions of one another. And I think that in the beginning it was very challenging. You know, at the time Lyric was like 1 when she came in the picture, and I'm like, who is this around my damn daughter? You know what I'm saying? And so I was younger. I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely, you know, I was definitely established and stuff like that. But I was definitely like, anybody. You know, this is my first child. You know, especially with the trauma that I've had growing up, I really didn't want nobody around my child. I didn't let nobody watch my child before she was old enough to really speak. I was really like hovering and like protective over her. So bringing another person into this situation, anybody that knows me knows like this ain't nobody but God for me and her to be like tight the way we are. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say it took time. It was maturity. We both had to come to a space where we were like, okay, you know, it ain't no ill will. I respect you. You respect me. We had multiple conversations. We've had conversations that we didn't agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my daughter's not calling you this. I don't agree with this. And then now I'm like, girl, whatever. Like my youngest daughter called her mom, you know, Mama Keisha. I'm like, girl, it's fine. You know, it doesn't even bother me no more. You know what I'm saying? So it just really takes 2 strong adults to get to this space. And who watches your child matters a lot. This, you know, my daughter is with her whenever she's at her dad's. So you really need that's an ally, truthfully. But at the time I couldn't see that. And I didn't have no issue with her or nothing like that. It's not like I was trying to get back with him. It was just more so just, you know, what in the hell is going on? Like, you know, I'm still here. I'm in the picture. I'm her mom. So I don't know what's going on, but you're not taking my place when it comes to being a mom. So it was really a tug of war at first. But 11 years later, here we are. And that took years. I mean, years. I would say in the last 3-4 years, me and her have gotten a lot closer, but it definitely took time. You know what I'm saying? Conversations, time, respect. And I think if you're mature and you have a respect level for that person and y'all can really have a true conversation, you can get through anything. And that person really will be your ally.
So I asked because, you know, you've been my big sister. I definitely take heed to your life experiences and different words that you say. So I wouldn't say I'm still in that situation, but my current partner, he has a child, so child's mother, and we were cordial in the beginning, and then we just came to a head one day, and it was, you know, similar to your life. We were about to fight one day, which is shameful, but that was the case.
It is what it is, yeah.
After a while, I ended up reaching out, and we sat down, we spoke, just to try to come to a common ground. But me personally, I find it unsettling. Like, I don't have to be in her family, but I want to be able to call her and be like, hey girl, come on, bro, I'm having something.
Right.
You can come to the house. Like, I don't know if that's unrealistic to think.
It's realistic. It just takes time. And it takes both people being mature. You might be ready, but she might not be. You know what I'm saying? And so I think don't discount it and don't throw it away. Because like you said, especially if you are in this child's life, you're gonna always she has to accept it at this point. Y'all ain't just started dating. Y'all been dating for a while. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know it's been years, but I'm like, let me just let Savy say that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I know, like, you know, don't count it out. Don't count it out. And when she comes to a point where she realized that you are her ally, because you are the stepmom, then I think that things would be a lot smoother. Because, you know, truthfully, if your child is with someone and if y'all don't get along, you don't know what they doing to your child. You don't know what they feeding your child. You don't know what they saying, what's being said around your child, how it makes your child feel. Right. Like, it's so many layers to somebody else being the step parent to your child. So I'm very cautious. Like, ain't nobody really been around my children. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, because until I'm serious with someone, no one is going to be around my children. So I think that conversation has, you know what I'm saying? But it just really takes two people. And I think when she gets to that point, she's going to come to you. You ain't gonna have to, you don't have to search it out or nothing. She's going to come to you, and it's going to be a conversation. And more than likely, you're going to be open arms, and it's going to be smooth. You know what I'm saying? So just don't discount it. Just, give it to God and let it go and let him handle it. And once you let him handle it and you take your hands off of it, everything else will work out.
There we go.
You got this. Like, it's, I remember my mentor telling me 11 years ago, she's your ally. She didn't say those words, but she was like, you need, I can't remember what she used to say to me, but I was like, man, she was like, y'all could be real good friends. I was like, girl, bye. She is not my friend. Okay. She is not my friend. I was probably saying everything, you know what I'm saying? So, but now I'm like, wow, like, whew, full circle, a decade.
Yeah.
Full circle. Yep.
I think, like, to collaborate, to get a break, I would want to know if somebody was around my kid.
Yes.
Oh, I need to know everything about you.
Right.
How are you thinking? What are your morals? What are your ethics? Because that's going to pour into my child when they're around you, like you said.
Right.
So, yeah.
You'll be surprised. I mean, like, say, for instance, the summer, and that child is with that family with her dad for the summer. Like, that person is going to have an impact on that child, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So you getting to know them will help you understand how to help your child maneuver, how, whatever. Like, me, I call her, be like, girl, let me tell you about your child today. Like, it's crazy. Like, wow. Like, we seen each other pictures. We went on a trip 2 weeks ago together. You know what I'm saying? We both were. Wow. We did a boat together. We did, you know what I'm saying, for Father's Day. Me and my ex ain't never been able to do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just crazy. So that's God. You know what I'm saying? That's when you step back and you stop meddling and you leave stuff alone and just let things be what it is. And he even said, he'd be like, I'm shocked. People ask me how the hell I do it. I'd be like, I ain't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just don't discount it. Just continue to just trust and know that he got you, and it will work out. And just continue to love on that baby whenever that baby is in your presence. And
he my boo. That's my boo.
Yeah, the love will show through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're to show through, and they'll respect and love you for that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And so I do a really good job of not saying that negative, you know what I'm saying, about the other person. I try to just be quiet. I've never even got in an argument with the parent in front of the child. Mm-hmm. So I just try to do a good job of just filtering and remembering what I've been through and the trauma that I've been through and why I do not want to do these things in front of my children. They do need to understand, misunderstandings, and not everybody not being on the same page, and you can have a bad day, and this person can make you upset and all that, but it doesn't have to be ugly. It could be amicable. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really try to push towards them and the kid when it comes to the unit.
Since you are, an author and all, would you ever consider writing a book about that part of your life? Just, I think a lot of women, more so than not, have that battle sometimes, once you're exiting a relationship and your ex-partner is entering a new one. Like, how do you navigate that new partnership? Because essentially that's a new partnership. That's a new person that's now going to be in your life if you share a kid.
Wow.
Especially if y'all going on boat trips and stuff together. Let me know, please.
Listen, I can't make this up. I don't know. I you know what I'm saying? And that's also a conversation that I have to have with whoever I date. Like, how do you feel about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is different.
Mm-hmm. But it's different in a good way. Like,
right.
Y'all doing stuff like that.
Right.
I love it.
It's been amazing. I mean, I've been like, anything that I do, she's supportive. I mean, stay at my house. I could stay at her house. Like, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? And if you would have told me this, before, I would have been like, you're lying. So it's really just, me and her, we make a joke and we be like, Will and Jada taught us. You know what I'm saying? Because
yes.
Who would have thought? Now we go on trips together and it don't even bother us. You know what I'm saying? People might think it's something totally different, and it's really not. It's like we ain't even do nothing.
Dang. I pray for today.
You got this.
And like, come on over here, girl.
Exactly.
No kids over here, just me and you hanging out.
Exactly. Like, since you want something to drink, you good? You hungry? Right. What you need? Like, that's how we and her are to one another. Like, it's a village. If I need to watch your daughters, I got them, and vice versa. She gets my both of mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's amazing. So that's an ally. That is an ally. That is a village. There is someone that I can call on. Hey, I'm on my way to Atlanta. Can I drop the kids off? I'm gonna pick them back up tomorrow. Girl, go to bring the kids on over here. Like, she called me the other day and was like, I know we might, we trying to go to Texas, and I think you need to do a pop-up. And I'm just like, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you care enough to even, like, that's the people you want. And last week I was on a podcast and the question was, how do you pick your tribe? And I told her, I said, wow, I've never been asked that question before. I said, but you know what? You don't pick your tribe. God picks your tribe. The people, your mentor, the people that's supposed to be in your circle, the people that's supposed to be supporting you in your moments, they're there already. You got to put everybody in your circle. You might need to figure out who need to go. And you probably already know who need to go. But your people that's supposed to be supporting you in your circles and your tribe, you already know. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't nobody that you picked. It's people that has been placed in your life for reasons and for seasons. And you got to hone in on it. And so I say that to say, like, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing how, even in a different space, being single and, like being a mom, God has surrounded me with people that have the same mindset or is going in the same direction or is already went in the same direction that I'm trying to go. And he has created like a circle of support around me for that. And I'm beyond grateful. So it's like, you just got to really pay attention to your circles and to who's around you that really can help you and that, is really in your corner.
Yeah, I saw a post. This was like a couple of years ago, but it has always stuck with me in any season that I'm entering. And it is a prayer to God that he aligns me with helpmates in whatever season I'm in.
Yes.
And whether it looks like just a support system,
right?
Someone to help navigate me. And then once I'm good in that season, they leave. But I want to be aligned with helpmates in each season I'm in to allow me to navigate that.
Yes.
And I think that builds your support because you always end up building some type of lasting relationship with that person.
Exactly. You don't know who's going to connect you to who.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That person could have just been in your life for a month to connect you to this person. And now they out. So it's like, you got to really just pay attention. And my prayer constantly is remove anybody that's in my circle that's not for me. And anyone that's in my circle that's for me, God, please let me, love them and be appreciative to them and, show the same grace that you show me, And so that's my prayer every day when it comes to my businesses, when it comes to my friendships, relationship, everything. I pray that about every aspect of my life because I don't want to be surrounded by anybody I'm not supposed to be around. And I don't want to push nobody away that I'm not supposed to be pushing away.
Right.
Because look, us females, we got, we got our ways, we can be like, girl.
The one thing I've been working on with myself is giving grace. Like I constantly run that word grace. So if I'm in any type of situation, it's like Ashlie, even driving, DMV, that's the perfect example. Traffic is out of control up here. And now that everything is open, traffic is starting to build back up again. And I work pretty far away from where I live, like 45 minutes away. And traffic is out of order. And I don't let people boss up on me on the road. You can't cut in. If you miss your window opportunity, get behind.
That's me too. Listen, I can be on the road. You see me on the road, I'm sorry.
My mom was up here last week and she was like, Ashlie, you don't want somebody to let you in. I'm like, you're right. Let me go and give grace. So in any type of situation, if somebody messes, I had some when I was buying a house in December, it was just some things that were going wrong.
She be dropping in my nuggets. I love it.
It was just a lot of things going on with my lender that was unacceptable for most. But it was like, Ashlie, what's for you is going to be for you. Give people grace.
Right.
And if you are ever in a type of situation like that, they're going to give you grace.
That's true.
So even if the person is not supposed to be in my life, I still try to extend grace because you never know when you're going to need it.
It's true. It's true. So let's tell everybody where they can follow you, all your handles on social media.
So I don't be on like all those other handles. find me on Instagram, okay? Savy sent me. That is SAVY SCENT, like scent, like you smell, and then me. Again, my sister, who's my creative director, Jessica Savage. She made that up. Throw her out there.
Yes, shout out to Jessica.
So yeah, just Savy sent me. If you want to buy some fragrances, SavySentMe.com. I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook like that. I guess I need to build that platform back up. But my name is Ashlie Savage.
Yeah.
ASHLIE Savage, like 21 Savage.
I got you. If you look at the link, it is also in the bio too, guys.
Yes, Chris. Hey, Chris, she's one of my top sellers. Anytime I drop something,
I believe I bet so.
On it. She always buys from me. Literally, I could pull up my Shopify. Her name's up there a couple times.
I cannot. I believe
in
it.
bulk. Not one thing. She's getting multiple. So I appreciate your support. I just got to throw that out there for the public.
That's one thing about Alpha Lambda. Look, we're gonna support each other, okay?
Yes. A lot of Alpha Lambda has supported me, so I'm forever grateful for that. So,
yes, for sure.
Period. Thank you, anybody who supported Savy sent me. Yes. I appreciate that.
Yes, I love it. Same here. Look, thank y'all for supporting us. You know, it's like this is. I say this all the time, but this is a new platform for me. This is new for me. Doing YouTube has definitely been like me stepping out of my comfort zone, my fears, and just embracing it and just trying to just encourage and really be a voice and let other people shine. You know what I'm saying? Like having different women up here. I've had a lot of responses from men, like, when are you going to do something for the men? So I got to figure that out because the men feel some type of way because I ain't got no live for them.
Motivational Man Mondays or something.
Yes, exactly. But I'm like, look, sis is swamped. Like, what the hell?
Before we get off, I just want to speak on that really fast. I know time is running out. But I was with my boyfriend and his friends and their wives the other last weekend. And one of his friends, he was having some personal problems and he decided to like spill his heart out to me. And I'm like, your friends are right here. Why aren't you telling your friends this?
They don't get support from them.
Once he stepped out, I shared that information with his male friends and they all went out to support him, of course. But I just don't think it's the norm for men to support men and to really lean on another man. Right. How women, we lean on each other.
That's true.
I think it would be great if you get the men something because, child, they be going through it too.
It's true. I've had people send me messages, especially like with me talking about molestation and stuff. And guys, I know that had to be hard for them to send me a message and say, yes, sis, I was molested too. And I don't want to live. And I'm like in tears, like reading the messages, you know what I'm saying? So I just got to find a creative way. I definitely have a lot of support when it comes to the male side. I definitely can get the ball rolling. I don't know if it needs to be a weekly conversation. Maybe it could be like every other week or once a month conversation. I don't know. But I got to feel that out so I can really, start that platform for them because I think that it's definitely needed. But you're right. I mean, they've always been encouraged to be strong, to be the leaders of the household. Yep. You ain't supposed to cry and all this other mess. No, you need therapy too. You need to, deal with your traumas. So you can be a successful Black man in society or a white man in society, whatever it is that you are. And so that you can really be a healthy human because if you don't deal with those traumas and you just constantly pushing them under the rug, whoever you're in a relationship with gonna feel it. Whoever you're friends with gonna feel it, or they're not gonna feel it at all. Feel it. Right? Like, let's deal with it. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely start this platform, and maybe it's something I can start like I'm gonna just start maybe like once every other week or something like that, just to kind of get the ball rolling. But it's definitely I done had like at least 5 guys send me messages like, "What's up? Like, why don't you have nothing for us?"
Well, let me tell you why because men hit me up all the time. Why you don't do anything for colognes and stuff? I said, well, when I was doing content for colognes, y'all weren't consistent. Women, we're more consistent. So I think, we go to where the more consistent audience is, but they're there watching from the sideline.
It's true.
I need you to jump in the game.
Right. Jump on this line. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Like, we be having these in-depth conversations. Like, let's talk about it. Somebody else is going through what you're going through too. Yep. Trust. Somebody relates to what you're talking about. It's something that you've been through in your life that can help somebody else. Yep. And if you would have told me 30 years ago I was that little girl sitting in their room crying, worried about not having, my parents and stuff, that 30 years later, I would be, on a live, talking about a book, talking about the things that I survived and how I'm good. Like, I'm not consumed by it. I'm healthy. I'm mentally, physically, spiritually healthy when it comes to the traumas. You know what I'm saying? And it's the everyday struggle and the everyday walk, but somebody else can relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
I put it like this, and again, I work with students for my 9 to 5. Anytime I've ever had to put on my mandated reporter hat, it's been for a male. Every time.
Oh my God.
It's always been with the male. And it's been like serious. And it's like, so what's happening?
Oh my God.
Yes. Men need an outlet. They need an outlet. So I'm here for you providing that outlet for them.
Wow. And I'm in the mental health field. And I've had, I've seen it all. I've had, like you said, being a mandate reporter, we see it all.
Yes.
But like, I would definitely say I've seen more in the city areas as far as like people vocalizing what they've been through than the latter. In the rural areas, it's quiet. Be quiet. Hush. You don't tell nobody. We ain't telling nobody. We ain't gonna tell nobody about what Uncle such and such did. Like, it's
right.
Me, it's really, what's the best word? It's really like shoved to the side. Like, it's really like, see, no, I don't know what analogy I'm looking for, but it's more so like, we ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about what this person did. We're gonna let it go.
What goes on in the house stays in the house.
Stays in the house, exactly. You don't want to tell nobody because they're gonna think you're gay or whatever the situation is. If somebody did something to you, it does not mean that you're gay. Yep. So to be clear, you know what I'm saying? So I do think that it's definitely needed. It's just me being able to like take what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? And even doing this has been a lot to take. Because emotionally, you're taking on other people's stuff, and I'm an empath. So if I'm talking about something, I'm like, oh my God, like that could throw me off. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure that I have the capacity to be able to deal with whatever comes. Because for you even saying that, that's like, man, like it's true.
It's like one of my colleagues, for some kids will come in my office and spill their hearts out. So anytime that like
those you got an energy, your spirit.
I always tell them, just so you know, I'm a mandated reporter. So if you say anything that's risque, I have to report it. Right. And they are just so comfortable opening Pandora's box. And my thing is, I don't know how to package all that back up. So they need someone to help them package that box of hurt, that package, that box of pain, abandonment, all that stuff that they're holding in as young men.
I honestly feel like in order for me to do this, I have to have a male a part of it, in a sense.
I agree.
And I know that I almost feel like I'm shooting myself, but I truly believe that because I can't relate to a man. I'm not a man. You know what I'm saying? And so I can encourage, I can tell my viewpoint, but having a man to be able to say, you know what I'm saying? No, like like I need that. And so I really have some thinking to do when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you, bringing that to the forefront because we don't have enough of those conversations and we don't have enough people telling us what needs to be said. Not what we want to hear, but what needs to be said.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, sis, what's going on? Like, why are you talking to him? Like, he no good. Like, you need.
Who's holding you accountable?
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate you for that, boo.
I tune in. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always going to say that. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Period. Look, we about to have a co-host. I'm about to bring Savy up here, okay?
Let me do a little sound bite or something.
Period. Okay, listen. Look, she got it, okay? She already know how to do all this stuff. Look, I don't even need to be here, okay? Shit.
I appreciate this opportunity, though. I think this platform is the bomb. I believe my mom is watching, so hey, Mom.
Hey, Mommy. I love it.
Yeah, keep going.
Thank you, boo. Thank you. I'm like, look, I have to push. A lot of times, the things that we're most fearful of is what we have to walk towards. And the things that we think that are like detrimental or like so bad are really like blessings. And so this platform, this book, everything is a prime example of facing fears and saying, you know what? Okay, I'm scared. This terrifies me, but you know what? Okay, God, I'm walking towards it. And here we are 7 months later into this thing. And when I tell you, God, it's opened so many doors for me. So I'm beyond grateful and blessed and thankful for you and for everyone that watches my channel and for everybody that subscribes and that watches me on social media. I'm beyond grateful because this has not been like an easy journey at all.
So. It's not supposed to be, but like I told you earlier today, if God in it, God not gonna be out here looking crazy in these streets. Best believe that.
It's true.
And if he told you to do something, guess what? It's gonna pop.
It's true. It's true.
Because he gonna be good at all times.
Right, at all times. Okay. While we looking stupid, he's still shining.
Exactly. So
I appreciate you, boo. Y'all go follow her on socials and get them scents. I gotta order some too, Savy. And make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel and be sure to come here next week. On every Wednesday, we have Women Supporting Women Wednesdays at 9:15. God bless. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.